Hello grade 11 AS level students, or called as minor class. Today I am going to explain about the worksheet of chapter acids and bases number 2. The first question, which statement about hydrochloric acid is false? We know that hydrochloric acid is an acid. There are three basic different chemical properties of acid. First, acid reacts with metal to produce hydrogen gas. Acid reacts with carbonates to produce carbon dioxide gas. Acid reacts with basic to give salt. And acid reacts with oxide to give water and salt. And we know that the metal in here, it has to be reactive metal, while in this option A, copper, as we know, is weak, is unreactive metal, so it will not react with copper to produce hydrogen gas. Okay, number 2. Which statement is true about the separate solution of strong acid and weak acid both with the same concentration? Of course, they do not have the same pH level. And then we know that acid conduct electricity and weak acid do not conduct electricity. So they are different. So the answer is D. Okay, next. A solution with pH of 8.5 would be described as slightly basic. Why? Because if very basic, the pH would be 13 or 14. Next. Which statement is true about two solutions with one pH of 3 and the other with pH of 6? And we know the calculation of pH. The calculation of pH is minus log base 10. We know that pH 3 is stronger acid than pH 6. Stronger acids mean more hydrogen ion. But in here, pH 3 to pH 6 is 1000 times. How come we know it if it is 1000 times? Because pH of 1 is minus log 1, log base 10. So if there are 3 base 10, so it means it is 1000. So 1000 times. Next. Number 6. In the Bronsted-Lowry definition of acid and bases, an acid is a proton donor, while a base is proton acceptor. And then the stronger the acid, it means the weaker its conjugate base. Example, stronger acid is HCl, and then the conjugate base is Cl minus. And then next, which is not a strong acid? All of them are acids. We know that sulfuric acid is inorganic acid. Nitric acid also inorganic acid, and hydrochloric acid also called as inorganic acid. We know that inorganic acids are strong acid, while carbonic acid comes from the carbon dioxide gas with water vapor. We know that carbonic gas comes from carbon dioxide, which is organic, and then so carbonic acid considered to be organic, and it is classified as weak acid. Next, what is the conjugate base of HSO4 ion. We know that HSO4 ion, it contains one hydrogen. So if there is a covalent conjugate base, it means this one behave as an acid. An acid, it means it will lose its one hydrogen ion. So this one will become sulfate ion. Next, which species are conjugate pair according to the Bronsted-Lowry theory? We know that Bronsted-Lowry theory, acid donate proton and base accept proton. And then in this one, the proton has to be one proton. And then let's see this one. This one is weak acid and strong conjugate base. This one, they are not acid and alkali. Both of them, this is called as carboxylic acid, while this one is called as aldehyde. Aldehyde is not acid, it's not base. Okay. Next, B. B is neither acid nor base. Why? Because they have different atoms. C, this one, is NO3 positive and NO3 negative. It looks that it loses hydrogen ion, but the hydrogen loses 2. So the correct one is H2SO4 because it loses one hydrogen atom. Next, which is a Bronsted-Lowry acid-base pair? We know that this one, acid-base pair, means the acid will lose a proton and then the alkali will gain proton. This is the answer. Why is it not this one? Because this one, as we can see here, NH4 positive and then NH2 negative. The hydrogen is not 1. And then also in here, there are 2 hydrogen being given out. Next, solution of HCl and ethanoic acid of the same concentration reacted completely with 5 grams of calcium carbonate in separate containers. Which statement is correct? The correct statement is D. The same volume of CO2 was produced with both carboxylic acid and also with the hydrochloric acid. Why? Because the concentration is the same. The mass of the calcium carbonate is also the same. The difference is the rate. Rate means the time for the volume of carbon dioxide to be collected. Next question. Which acid are strong? Strong acid, this one there is HCl, HNO3, H2SO4. We know all of them are called as inorganic acid, and we know that inorganic acid are considered to be strong acid. So the answer is 1, 2 and 3. And then here, write an answer in decimal number. You have to make chemical equation to answer this question. Look at here, when 41.18 cm³ of solution of aqueous silver ion, so silver ion with concentration of 0.204 mole per liter is added to solution of XO3 - 4 ion. 1.1 172 gram of precipitate is formed. So from here we know that it must be a precipitation reaction. We have to establish the equation in order to solve the calculation. Okay, so the main point is calculate the amount of moles of silver ion used in the reaction. So how to calculate moles? Calculate moles is concentration times the volume, in which the volume has to be made into the same unit as the concentration in liter. This is the chemical equation. Silver ion plus XO3 minus 4 become precipitate. The coefficient of silver is 3, this is 1, this is 1. Now we count the mole. Mole of the silver ion is concentration times volume. So 0.204 times 0.04118, it becomes this one, 0.008401, or can be 0.0084. Okay, let's go back to the question. We do not use this one yet. We have to calculate the moles of the silver. Next, let's continue the continuation from the same chemical equation. So here calculate the moles of the precipitate formed. Now we calculate the moles of the precipitate formed. Let's see the equation. This equation is 3, 0.0084. Okay, 0.0084. Okay, and then in order to calculate the moles of the precipitate, this one equals to 1/3 of silver ion mole. So 0.0084 times 1/3 will get 0.0028 mole. Next question here. Refer to the same chemical equation made in number 14. Calculate the molar mass of the precipitate. We know that molar mass equals to gram per mole. There is a gram here, gram of the precipitate. From the previous question, we already know the amount of moles. So what do we do? This one, 0.0028 mole weigh 1.172. So the molar mass is 1.172 gram divided by 0.0028. We'll get 418.6 gram, or to the nearest whole number is 419 gram per mole. Last question. Refer to the same equation made in number 14. Determine the relative atomic mass of X. We have to find what X is. We know already the molar mass of the molar mass of the precipitate. So what do we do? We know that the silver here, silver is 3, X is alone 4 oxygen. So 3 times 107.87 plus X is X, we have to find, and then plus 4 times 16, atomic mass of oxygen, become 419. 419 or 418.6. After we calculate with simple algebra, we will get the x is 30.99. To the nearest whole number is 31, and the element is phosphorus. Okay, this is the end of the discussion of the worksheet chapter acid and bases 2.